Hey, Joes and Joettes. This is episode number 27 of the Books by Josh audio immersion. And of course, you know I'm Josh. This week's episode is titled Commitment. It's an ironic title because last week there was no episode, so where's the commitment there? Now that the joke's out the bag, even though this is the second recording because I didn't like the way the first one went. I was sick last week, didn't have my voice. So, commitments, when I say commitments, it's a promise. And I'm talking about commitments to yourself, achieving your to do list or goals you have, short term goals. I'm not talking about long term right now, we're talking short term. So, the reason I want to do this is because, honestly, Kevin Hart's book. I'm going to look at the phone right now. I just finished Kevin Hart's book, which is I Can't Make This Up Life Lessons by Kevin Hart, right? But, you know what's funny? I usually read about a book a month or every month and a half. So far, in the past 3 weeks, I finished 3 books. Crazy, right? Because even though I didn't edit it yet, I shot a video of me reviewing the books because me and Dima started reading books and we want to review it to bring that content to you guys. So I've been trying to read a book a week with him. And I finished Gary Vee Crushing It 2 weeks ago. Last week I finished Sam Walton Made in America. And this week I finished Kevin Hart's book that I just named. And guess what? It's all because I made a commitment to him and to myself to read more. I don't know if he finished the book. I know I did. But no matter what, I'm going to start the next book, which is, tell you right now what I'm reading. J.R. Simplot, A Billion the Hard Way. I just know this man was one of the richest people in the world. And he bought his first house at like 12 years old. So why not learn from him? So this isn't going to be a podcast about why you need to read. No. It's about achieving your short-term goals. Remember? Commitment. So one commitment I had was to read more. And I did it. Another commitment I have is to get better shape. So even though you guys haven't seen the videos, I have every Sunday I've been going to the gym and I have the videos of that. I also got it. I actually haven't turned on my computer in over a week because I've been sick. And I've just been doing everything off my Surface on my phone. But that's not an excuse. So the commitment to getting better, healthier. Don't really watch where I eat as much, but I've been working out. I have a chain. Start working out at home. I have these dumbbells adjustable from 10 pounds to 70 pounds. I have them up to right now. Power Blocks. Shout out to them, even though they didn't sponsor. Amazing dumbbells. I have a bench press. I have workout machines. I have everything at home. So I work out at home. But the commitment, just because I have it, doesn't mean I use it. You understand? So, how do I achieve my short term goals, my commitments? I started using Google Tasks. It's a honestly it's just to do list. So I have a to do list I fill out with what I want to accomplish, and throughout the day I check it off if I accomplish it. So my biggest thing is I always say I don't have time. That's everybody's excuse. So to accomplish everything, I need to manage my schedule better. So I go. Let's talk about my typical day to get my commitments done. Let's talk about where my day starts when I finally go to sleep, which is about 2 a.m. to 3 a.m. Why? I don't know. I'm weird, but so 2 or 3 a.m. I go to sleep. I'm not gonna start my day with what time I wake up. I'm gonna start what time I go to sleep, 2 or 3 a.m. So I start work anywhere from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. depending on what day it is. So if I start my day at 9 a.m., I just have to wake up by 8 to leave my house at 8:40 to get there at 9 a.m. walking. So let's say on average I gotta be at work 11 for a whole week. Before I start doing these tasks and worrying about my commitments, I will wake up at 10 a.m. to get there at 11. So 7 to 8 hours of sleep. That's what the average person says they need, right? But now that I'm trying to better myself, I go to sleep 2:30, 3 o'clock. I wake up at 6:30. Why? Because I'm trying to better myself. Watch this. Hey Google, what time is my alarm?
You have an alarm called 104.3 set for tomorrow at 6:30 a.m.
See, 6:30 on that. I have my let's say right here too. And I set different alarms, but I wake up and the first thing that's on my to do list, my commitment, I want to meditate more, so I meditate in the morning. So wake up, meditate, work out, do what I have to do in the morning, write, think of topics to write about, talk about. And then from there, I start my day. I read, get ready for work, leave for work, listen to podcasts, go work 8, 10 hours a day, come home. At work, I'm still reading though. This is how I get my reading done. And from there, I look at my to do list and see what needs to be done. I already start my blog post that I start at work on my lunch break. So I finish that off, do a little bit of research. No, still getting a workout, still read for another hour before I go to bed. So let's say I'm getting ready to go to bed by 12:30, 1 o'clock. I'll stay reading until for at least an hour. So that's the 2:30, 3 o'clock ish. So that's how I get these short term gains for my commitment. Like I said, everything doesn't happen overnight though. It didn't just happen one day. And I said, yeah, let me wake up and do this. No, it's still hard to. Been doing this for a couple days now. It's still hard when you hear that alarm to get up, you know? But I have to push myself because no one else is going to push me. Because I was sick, I finished all these books and it made me think. Like, I made a post and I put that out there. And I'm trying to run at least one Facebook ad a week. That's one of my commitments. And depending on what post I advertise, I can see what I'm getting more traction on. But you have to gauge where you are. So that's why to do list actually helps. I know a lot of people say this. I wasn't a fan of it, but the times I actually did the to do list, I was more productive than the days I didn't do the to do list. Understand? Because if I don't have a list of things to do, I'll be like, oh man, I forgot that. I was in the back of my mind and start watching something on YouTube. Even though it's business building, the videos I'm watching on book reviews, financial stuff, you still lose track of time. And when you look at the time, you're like, oh snap, it's 1 a.m. I gotta still read. That's why I start tracking everything. This is more of me just telling you guys what I'm doing. It's May 10th right now. It's 11:50 p.m. I still gotta edit these 3 video backlogs. That not backlog, but I'm backed up on 3 videos I haven't put out yet, so I have to edit those. And I also have to write up a blog post. And I'm done reading technically for the rest of the week. But by the time I'm done with all that, it'll probably be around 2 a.m. Then that's when my check for my job clears. So I'm going to move that around, pay myself first. Because those are my commitments. I commit 60% of my paycheck every week for certain expenditures, savings, investments. So that's why it's a commitment. So same thing. I can't go around splurging on random stuff. I want a soundbar for my TV, but you're not gonna see me go out and buy it. It's like prime example. I want the TV so I could put my Chromecast on there and I could do things with it. I put aside a little bit of money at a time and I bought a TV, $300 for the 3-inch 4K TV, HDR, Roku, all that. But the whole thing is, I could have splurged and bought $1,000 TV, but why? I have other commitments with my money to invest and better myself. And I have a budget since I'm reading a book a week to buy a book a week. Exactly. So that's basically this episode of the Books by Joshua Audio Experience. Immersion. Scratch the experience. Gary Vee. But seriously, I know most of you didn't like this episode, but this is just me talking on something I think I had to talk about, the importance of having a to-do list and the importance of getting your commitments, your personal commitments and personal growth. Because if you're not growing, you're stagnating. When you're stagnating, you might be making money, but that money won't change. And I don't know about you guys, but the average American or average person always complains that they don't have enough money. So keep growing, guys, and make it happen. Later.